Redstone is the Army's 200-mile surface-to-surface ballistic missile developed entirely by the scientific and technical team of the Army Ballistic Missile Agency. The Redstone is completely invulnerable to any external effort to upset or to interfere with its highly developed, precise guidance system. It travels at supersonic velocity. It will follow a pre-planned trajectory carrying a nuclear warhead. The Redstone has undergone a long series of successful tests. These vigorous tests have established its right to join the Army's arsenal of weapons. The 1st Field Artillery Missile Group, Redstone, was trained at ABMA prior to its assignment to an overseas command. Redstone is, to date, the nation's longest-range operational ballistic missile. This accomplishment demonstrates the unique abilities of Dr. Werner von Braun's team of rocket scientists and ABMA's highly qualified personnel. A solid propellant version of the Redstone, named the Pershing, is under development at the Missile Agency. The Jupiter Intermediate Range Ballistic Missile is to date the largest weapon for which the Army has developmental responsibility. Being developed by the Army Ballistic Missile Agency, the missile has a range of 1,500 nautical miles. Development of Jupiter was the primary responsibility of ABMA when the agency was established in February 1956. In November of that year, the Secretary of Defense issued a Roles and Missions Memorandum which assigned the operations control of the Jupiter to the Air Force. Air Force personnel are now in training at the agency to handle the weapon in the field. Test missiles are being fabricated in the laboratories of the Missile Agency at Huntsville. However, the Chrysler Corporation of Detroit, Michigan, has been granted a contract to produce the Jupiter. The Secretary of Defense has announced that the Jupiter, a mobile weapon designed for field use, will be employed by the U.S. forces by December 1958. Jupiter C is an Army test vehicle developed for conducting nose cone reentry tests. It is a modified Redstone missile with additional solid propellant motors attached to the main stage. The missile completely fulfilled its mission in the Jupiter IRBM development program, the nose cone tests being entirely successful. A modified Jupiter C was used by the Army to launch the free world's first scientific Earth satellite, the Explorer. The modification required for this project was performed by the Army Ballistic Missile Agency and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. ABMA was responsible for the main stage, while JPL provided the high-speed multi-stage upper assembly. The main stage of the modified Jupiter C is essentially a Redstone missile with fuel tanks elongated to increase capacity. The missile used in launching the Explorer employed a special exotic fuel. Major General J.B. Medeiros, ABMA commander, has said of the Jupiter C, it has other capabilities which will be put to good use in the future. So these are the Army's rockets and guided missiles, a highly mobile and diversified array of modern weapons ready to contribute a formidable defense to the United States and the free world.